One of the major pushers for the inclusive and equitable development among GMS countries, especially in Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam, is to build sustainable agricultural incentives for the local farmers. It is what the experts said a pro-poor strategy that is preferred by the government policy as a striving sign for poverty alleviation. The fastest growing economy, yet seemingly a stumbling pace like Vietnam, and the semi-opening up of the country to the global trend like Myanmar, offer this pro-poor policy, but with different tracks. For Vietnam, pro-poor strategy is very important, especially for small producers. Vietnam is moving towards industrial, commercial, as well as cash crop industries, where farmers participate in such new technology, new farming trend, and modern farming techniques. But in the process and supply chain system, big players like big traders, which are normally having preference from the government and having a bigger share in the market. Big traders play active role in working with the farmers, but in a way that farmers do not really benefit from such a system because there are so multi-layers operations. Ms. Ngo Huang, Director of Center for Development and Integration from Hanoi, Vietnam, illustrates the picture for us, giving an example of coffee and rice farmers.
Coffee, for example, is normally see that at the small farmers scale, like from 1 to 3 hectares land. Some problems arise for coffee producers because the coffee producers do not benefit reasonable price from the world market because they have to go through many layers of traders, and they are also dependent on capital, where there's limited access to capital. That's as a government policy or the bank policy. In a way that the bank required mortgage, for example, the land ownership, in order to give loans. But these small coffee producers cannot provide such one to access to the loan. And the market price is manipulated by the traders, local traders. Especially the farmers do not know what is the world price and how much they can claim or they can sell, to what extent and what price they should retain.
For Myanmar, in the strong pace of FDIs and international economic inputs, how would the government care for small farmers and producers? How should a pro-poor strategy be implemented upon them?
Well, in Myanmar, more than 70% of the people are living in the rural areas. So the primary focus of the government is poverty alleviation and people-centered development. So for the farmers, of course, the most important asset is the land, right? The land tenure is very important. So last year in 2012, the government enacted a new farmland law, which gives the farmers the right to mortgage the land, the right to transfer the land, and the right to sell the land. So basically, this is one of the very big change for the farmland, right? And also, at the same time, most of the agricultural commodities, the export tax has been abolished, and import of agriculture materials, inputs like fertilizer, machineries, pesticides, there is no tariff, so zero tariff on that.
All in all, development in the GMS region should be guided by the principle of sustainable use of natural resources. Strength in community management of resources is also a key to sustainability. Such management is also linked to the principles of governance, partnership, and equality. Communities must feel ownership over the resource management processes. Patsurang Desha Puttarangsi reports.